Okay, clearly I messed up the ending of that intro, but hello! Welcome, everyone. Listen, for anyone wondering about the new intro video, I forgot that I was supposed to make a new one and made it about 10 minutes ago. So,
yeah.
So, listen,
You're fighting the time.
Any technical difficulties, my bad.
We've never claimed to be experts, so I think we're good.
We're all just...
We are hobbyists.
We're doing our best here.
Hobbyists.
Yeah.
We're just having fun. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. We're trying. So, that's right. It's back again. It's time for Roll for Drama Spooky Edition. Ooh. The first live stream after our rebrand, she says. Natalia just redid some graphics, but
Natalia was like, "This is pretty." We're like, "It is."
So welcome everyone to the Roll for Drama. I'll do my usual little spiel about Roll for Drama. So, Roll for Drama is a live stream where we have borrowed a really fun concept from a TikToker named Adventures in Ardia, who makes Roll for Sandwich, where every day he rolls a dice to determine what cursed sandwich he's going to eat that day. And we were like, well, we don't eat, well, maybe some of us eat sandwiches, but we're not that adventurous with our eating. But you know what we do like doing? Making up dramas that we wish existed. Mm-hmm. So we roll a dice and make a new drama. And oh boy, in the past have we made some absolute bangers.
We really have. We're really good at this.
We do not.
We're not too good at like technical stuff, but like creating dramas, we got it.
Drama, not drama. We don't.
No.
Create drama.
We're not in that life.
We're not like that.
The dramas, yes, please. So let's do a little. Last month's drama.
Urgent care.
We did a little bit of a different like theme or like a genre. It was a little bit of a stretch for us.
Yeah. We made a delightful sort of supernatural PSA web series.
It was so bad that it had to be a web drama.
Yeah. About disability acceptance. It was good times. It was really good.
Which the dice did not tell us to do. We decided to do.
Yeah, the dice only tell us so much information, right? We got some of it. We got to make up ourselves, you know. And so this month, but see, what happened was we got really excited last month and realized we hadn't actually rolled. I skipped the first page because, as we said, technical stuff. Excuse me. Nope, the sneeze went back in. This happens to me all the time. Technical stuff, perhaps sometimes. You know, it is what it is. So we're, we're just here for a good time. We forgot to roll what type of drama it was. So we got really excited about like all this other stuff and we're getting really ahead of ourselves till we realized, wait a second, we forgot the first page of the drama rolls. So we had to go back and really scale back what we were working on. But we're going to learn from this mistake. And this month, we're not going to do that.
We will definitely learn.
Yeah. So what are we... But this month, we've put a little bit of a twist on it, as you can see by this little title down here. Down there. There we go. There we go. We've added some spooky stuff. And by spooky stuff, I mean, you'll see. It's not that spooky. It's minimally spooky, but
I mean, we can try to make it super spooky with what we have.
Yeah, who knows what'll happen.
So basically for anyone who doesn't know, oh, yes, indeed. It's we're all excited.
We also can't wait.
All right, so let's just let's see what we're working on. We gotta do some technical stuff and move this. Is this the right one? This is the right one. All right. So okay, 1 second. Okay. All right. So this is first off, we have to pick what type of show we're going to be doing. This is what we forgot to do first last month.
Yeah.
And that really hooked us up. So
what do we feel? What do we want? Like,
I think what would be really funny would be a daily. I think that would be
it would be
really
hilarious.
A creepy daily.
That would be like a really adventurous, like
I feel
lots
like
of production cost type drama. But
I feel like the ideal would be like a 20 episode if we're going
20, or I could see 12 being a really solid, packed in with a lot of like.
Mind you, that'll depend on how confident we feel about it. Will really depend on some future rolls. So let's roll a little d6 and let's find out what we're working with today. Bum, 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 bum. I brought out the red spooky dice today.
Nice.
6.
How many episodes?
All right,
this is like classic K-drama. Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Next, I've changed it up. Normally it's just regular settings, but this month I've put in only spooky settings.
Number 10.
So we've got a cemetery, an abandoned school. Those are classic. An unsettling island.
Those are classic, like, Asian drama settings, for sure.
A small town full of odd denizens. A foreboding castle. A derelict apartment building. Classic, love it. A country house abandoned by time. The sewers. Why not? A creepy church / temple. What denomination? Don't matter. We can make it up as we go along. And obviously, just a regular city. Just a city. All right. It's the old D10. No, that's a D12. D10. D10? D10. All right. So the 0, if we get 0, that means 10.
Okay.
7.
Ooh,
a country house abandoned
by
time.
Okay.
This is fun. Okay, now we have to pick a spooky creature that one of the leads will be. It will be up to us to determine which of the leads is the spooky creature.
I so believe in us to do the best vampire drama. And
I do as well.
Yeah.
You know, we don't get that, but
the dice will decide. So our options are a ghost, classic, a werewolf, a vampire, an alien, they can be spooky, demon, a mummy, it's real out there. Like, I think mummy's going to be the hardest one to fit in. A fairy, spooky fairy, of course, a shapeshifter, but not a wolf. All right, they have to shift it to something else. Werewolf. They're different things. A zombie, a witch, a grim reaper, and I threw in a swamp monster. It's like not your typical one, but I thought it would be kind of fun
that'd be
and hard
cool.
to do.
Yeah.
I'm a creature feature person,
For
so
sure.
it works out.
All right, D12. That's this bad boy. All right. Oop, oh, Natalia hit the camera. Sorry. And my camera, it's my phone suspended above my desk. All right. 5.
Five.
What are we working with here?
What was 5?
Demon.
Demon. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
All right. All right. Now, this is where the fun begins. Okay? I know what I'm hoping for, but
Tragic romance.
no. Right?
It would be
Very
Scooby-Doo
Scooby-Doo.
vibes.
But like that, also it would have to be, is it a comedy for Scooby-Doo vibes, you know? But I'm always hoping for that 19 or 20 roll, baby. So,
I mean, like,
all right. So we'll roll.
I think a police procedural would be fun in this.
That would be historical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or melodrama.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Roll number 1. 1. Oh, rare
Okay.
one. Okay. And
I don't
then
even
roll number
remember.
2. 4. 1 and 4. So
Okay.
Rom-com,
supernatural.
Okay, you know what? Listen, it's already supernatural. I'm gonna re-roll 4. I'm sorry. I'm just saying because like
That feels
we
good.
have
Because
a
it's demon, right?
Fine.
demon.
Yeah.
Oh, it rolled out of the thing. Okay. 12. All right. Okay. So
Okay.
we've got a rom-com.
Yes.
20
Yes.
episode rom-com slice of life.
About a demon
Oh,
in a
I
country
love.
house.
A demon in an abandoned country house. Okay.
This has got like what is it? The zombie detective vibes to it.
It does.
Almost. It's not as slice of life, but
Okay.
got that.
All right. So we don't know which one's the demon yet. That'll be up to our discretion. But here is our list of possible main actresses. Let's go in. 13. Ooh, spooky 13.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Lita?
Lita Heath. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
All
Sold.
right. All right. Like, I'm down. And then who's she gonna be in a rom-com with is the real question of the
Oh my
day.
gosh. Idahi and Ijun. Let's go.
Oh. All right.
I didn't even look at the number though. Okay.
Okay, 6. All right. Let's go. 6.
Oh.
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 All right.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh my.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute while I begin the magic over here.
So I guess like what we need to establish is the demon a separate character or is it one of the main leads?
True. It doesn't
Because
have
we could
to.
have it like, and it could be something that like develops throughout the series, and it's not just like immediately, the demons around.
I'm gonna be honest. If it wasn't Lee Jun, I'm very glad it's Lee Jun Ki.
Yes, I am too. It favored us, so.
It was very kind to us. So one of them could be a demon, or you're saying could just have a demon be an outside force.
Yeah, and that's their kind of conflict into the story is them. Maybe that's how they get together is
in their
through the
slice
demon.
of life rom-com.
Yeah.
what if they were like, for some reason, they were both, but like neither of them actually knew it, and there was like a prophecy or something, and they're like, so they're both
What?
like, like she's like going, it must be him, he's the demon, and he's thinking, I think she's the demon, and they're both like, not me, I couldn't be it, and then nonsense.
Or it's like one of those things is like they both know they're demons, but they don't think the other person is a demon, but they don't want to tell the other person that they're a demon because they might like go away, and so they're scared to tell them. They want to like keep them because they're like really precious, but they can't, and tell who they really are.
And you could kind of have, as far as like kind of their occupations, you could have like a demonologist type person, so kind of like the science-y study side, and then you could have like kind of the shaman type version, like, so you could kind of have those opposing knowledge Venn diagram kind of, so they would have a lot of overlapping stuff, but at the same time they'd have different skill sets and whatever.
Sure.
Sorry, my laundry's done. My apologies.
You could also within those industries that be where like a lot of the like slice of life happens, where it's like a bunch of the characters and it's just like every day like what they do at their jobs.
Yeah.
But
I feel like we have a found family like in our future on this one. So
I think we do as well.
We have
But
20 episodes. Yeah.
Before we get too into the weeds, I think we need to go see what things we have to somehow work into this
the
plot.
main the main things.
Yes. Okay, we're over here. All right. We gotta fit 3 tropes, all right, into this slice of life.
So even though
rom-com.
everyone knows I love enemies to lovers, we've had to do that a lot.
That's true.
In Roll for Drama, so it'd be nice if it wasn't that this time.
I really think like cohabitation is going to be good for this one.
Yeah, because of the country house.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean,
All
the
right.
ability to see ghosts is like kind of a
It's a
given
classic.
if they're.
Listen, the dice will decide.
I guess so.
4,
4.
Okay.
7 and 3. All right.
Okay.
3 low rolls. All right. So 3 tragic parent death. One of them's got to be a Chable. The other one's poor. This is
Well, we did it.
And
We
then
did it,
enemies to lovers is back for another time.
I love it, but like, I mean, it's easy. It's an easy thing to accomplish. It's not.
It's also super popular, so I get it that like we have to do it all the time.
Also, there's such a massive. It can just be like for an episode or two, and it like not be a big deal, or it can be most of the drama.
I mean, if we wanted to, the enemies to lovers could be like not the main couple too, as long as it's in there somehow.
That's true.
Like, and we have 20 episodes to really, get this going.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm envisioning? Okay, I'm sort of like envisioning what if when the weather is fine was super fucked up.
Yeah, that's kind of how I like pictured it in my head.
Like, what if these what if these two move to this abandoned country house, or like one of them moves to an abandoned country house, but everyone in the town around the country house are demons and they're the only humans.
What if
into demon society?
They did move into the country house? They have plans to make it into like a bookstore or something,
or
like
a bed and breakfast or something.
Yeah.
But
and so maybe it's like one of them like purchases and the other person comes in as like a investor or help. Yeah, like the person's fixing up, like Junki as a carpenter. Sure.
Oh,
you're Noonas guy.
Say less.
Blah blah blah. Sorry.
That's fine.
I was just saying, one of them could be like the construction renovation person or something. But Chable, shoot, okay.
But like the person who bought it
buys it could be the Chable.
And
then the other person's like a down on their luck carpenter.
Yeah, they're like a tradesman. So like they this like already like town obviously that like won't have like a lot of work for them, so they're probably already poor.
Which, by the way, if that's the case, if it was like Chable and like Handy Person, I would like it gender flipped as opposed to usual. So he would be the Handy Person.
I would also.
For sure. And I like the idea of maybe like the Chable, maybe they're from like a hotel conglomerate family, but they're like gonna prove that they can do it by going out on their own, like
no, I think that's too cliche.
Taking the money in.
I think because we also have to fit in the tragic parent death, right?
Oh yes.
So I think that her parent, or he's the Chable, right? He's the Chable.
Yeah.
In this, okay. His parents tragically died, and he never wanted to take over the business. But he's got these, maybe, I don't know, we can always include like a evil uncle or something. It's a classic.
Yeah, he didn't like the way that the hotel is like happening. He wanted it more kind of like, maybe the parents, their goal was to make it like more family centered and like have like places everywhere as opposed to it being just like a fancy like luxury hotel in Seoul. And so that's why he goes to this specific place. Maybe it's one of the parents like hometown or something, so that's the tie into it as well. But like that's the specific reason why it's like I wanted to be doing like this type of hotel or like living place, not just a luxury hotel.
And I think it would be kind of fun if she had like a sort of either gender neutral or more masculine name, so that leads into like the misunderstanding of he thinks he's hiring like a male carpenter. Oh, that's right, Nez. That's right.
Yeah.
What the
dice
told us.
Were, and that could build the enemies lovers in the beginning too. Like, I thought you were a man, and she's like, okay, but I can do my job. Like, screw you, kind of thing.
Yeah, we could do that like really subtle enemies to lovers, so it's like not actually enemies to lovers, but it would just like be labeled it as like there's like the indifference to lovers, which would fall in that umbrella because it's part of that.
Yeah, especially when you have to do slice of life, it can't be too extreme.
Yeah, so it's more of just like maybe like it's like they're both a little grumpy or like on the edge with each other because they have their kind of like preconceived notions of like what they are as humans.
But then
if we're going with like the
demons are the town.
Demons,
that's right.
Like the village is a bunch of demons. What if she's like half demon, half human or something. And so like she knows and she's trying to like keep him from seeing the demon stuff. But like we could do kind of a, because it's a rom-com, kind of do that reverse thing where it's like almost you know, like Hot Fuzz, where they seem nice, but like it's actually creepy.
Mm-hmm.
What if it seems creepy, but
But
like all the things
actually
are
nice.
actually
Everybody's
nice?
yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like he thinks, wow, like really terrible stuff is happening in this town, and she's trying to like keep him from finding out that like Granny Joe is like a, you know, cabbage demon or whatever. You know, like the sort of like. But he thinks she's like murdering babies or something, you know, and it's like, you know.
Because Nez just showed up. We'll just give a little brief recap of what the dice have given us today. We did a spooky roll, so that included a spooky place and a spooky creature. And so we got a country house abandoned by time that has to include demons. It's a rom-com slice of life. Vidahi and
enemies to lovers
are leads. It's enemies to lovers, tragic parent death, and
Chaebol
and Poor. Okay, and it's a 20-episode drama. Well, no one's actually murdering babies, okay? Because it's a slice of life.
I don't think so. Slice of life.
Rom-com.
What if maybe so if she has the demon, maybe she actually has a tie to like, so she has that tie to the townsfolk, and maybe like with his like maybe his parents were the humans that lived in that town, and all the demons knew that they were the only humans and had fondness for him. So fondness for them. So when they show up, it's like, oh my gosh, the son has come back, and they're like being super nice to him.
But it all comes off as like unsettling because they're not.
They're like just trying to do stuff. It's like they're
not
demons.
Used to being around regular humans from the city.
Yeah, they don't
so
know
the
customs of humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's just
but they're always
guys
showing up for him because they're like they feel a sense of like like they need to because they were so fond of his parents.
Yeah.
And like they know that the parents had passed away.
But like maybe like since the parents have passed away and everyone in his life has been like not his parents have been so like harsh on him and stuff, like he's not used to people being nice to him, so he's really suspicious, and like they're all just kind of odd and do weird things that like they think humans do, but like humans don't ever actually do that.
As a human, and it's like always like every like you see the flip side all the time, like they're them just being like super nice, but really it's just this like weird creepy thing.
Yeah, like it'll.
And Vidahi's character is always like really internally frustrated, so it comes off that she's like super maybe angry or something all the time, but she's more frustrated by trying to manage
hide
all of the miscommunication that's happening all the time.
I feel like
she also doesn't want to lose her job. She's like, I'm making money off of this. I have to be like.
But also, at the same time, I feel like she should be sort of conflicted because she genuinely doesn't want this bread and breakfast to become a thing, because then more humans will come to the town, and then she'll have to like, oh my god, what if this turns into like a Hotel Transylvania situation, where at the end it just becomes like for like out of town demons to come. Oh.
So we currently have one of the main characters. So Ida Hughes' character is half demon because of the town being largely demon, or like
demon town. Yeah,
demon town. I guess there may be more half demons in town, but it's a demon town. And I mean, like, I guess like he could just see these things just because it's a supernatural hub. Like it might not be like we could have like him see ghosts and stuff just because he's in the area that's like mostly densely populated. Like he doesn't have to have like a supernatural power to see them in this.
Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff.
You know, it also like gives me vibes of like hinting towards Welcome to Night Vale. Like
just
yes.
Do not look at the glow cloud. Do not acknowledge the glow cloud. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna ask: do we have second leads? Are we gonna roll for second leads?
We can roll for second leads.
I think we should.
And that doesn't have to be romantic or triangle-y.
Like
not at all.
They could be like best friends of the couple, or like
here's the mayor, or it just depends on
people in town.
Yeah. So
we might have like people that like come and help with the build of this place.
Yeah, or
so
like maybe like he
has
like a friend who comes to town, and then they have to also hide the fact that they're demons.
Oh my god,
So-
but like friend could come into town and he's just like quirky enough that like
He
the
fits
demons
in.
all love him, and then he
Yeah.
fits in and he's like,
Like,
this
he's
is the best
also
place, and so he's like,
very
I'm
weird.
staying.
Or
Yeah.
maybe his best friend's like a passionate cosplayer or something, and it's like, this town is incredible. Like
That is
they're so
great.
into like, or he's like really into like D&D or something. Like he could be like
Yes.
a real role player and just be like, this is the best. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
I think
for
that
sure,
we
for
could
sure.
like
yeah, so many
with
cameos.
these two as leads as well. They're gonna have cameos. So
all right, so let's
we'll definitely
let's
do that at the
roll-
end.
Okay, so do we want his best friend? Okay, let's do some rolls here. All right.
Demon Townies are fun.
So if we make his best, I think we need to do one roll. Oh, I clicked the wrong thingy. We need to be on that side. Thank you.
We can just roll.
Thank
We
you.
can roll the people, and then we can assign
Yeah.
what they want to
Wait.
be.
Mhm.
Well, here, what I was gonna say was, what if we did like an even odd roll to see what gender the
Oh,
people
okay.
are that we're
Oh,
rolling
That would be
for.
cool. Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's like we're rolling for like his weird role-playing obsessed bestie. Is it going to be a man or a woman? Oh wait, we didn't do. Okay, what is it's evens or odds? What's evens, woman, odds, man? Sound good?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, it's a dude. All right. Now let's get back here. Okay, boop. Okay, so we're rolling for a dude.
Okay, so who do we want as the dude?
Lee Dong Wook.
Li-
That's what I want.
I
Really
want
bad.
Lee Jun.
Okay.
I want Lee Jun
I would like
because
Oh.
Lee
I
Jun also.
feel like
I think
he
He would be
kill
so good.
it.
Although
would
I
have
do, I
fun.
have like someone in my head that's not on our list that would be perfect for it. It's the kid from
Wait.
God's Quiz, but
That's true.
Renewed
But
Ducks.
next,
Blonde, I think.
well, listen,
Yeah.
he might be who replaces Lee Jun
That's true.
for next time. All right,
Okay.
10.
Who is 10? Who is 10?
Who's 10?
Kim Ray
Kim Ray.
Wan.
Everyone.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
You know what? That's a really. That's an interesting choice.
Okay.
You know, you
Like-
can adjust the character to who you just like. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be exactly what you pre.
What if it's
That's
not
true.
necessarily like a bestie as much as like an uncle, a young uncle, or a like you know like an uncle
Secretary.
or a cousin or something
It is
like
the- yeah,
something like
secretary
that
is
where
good.
it's
Yeah.
Hmm.
also
Yeah.
his bestie, but like there's a good reason why his bestie has a.
I think definitely it's someone who is like knows him
Mhm.
and like knew him enough that like maybe he was even like there for the passing of the parents. Like so
Mm.
like he knows like the impact of what the parents being gone.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Now for her bestie, 'cause everyone needs a bestie.
I think like either advice or like someone to actually just talk things with. Like so maybe even if it's
Mhm.
like there's no advice given, he just is allowed to like spill whatever he's thinking.
Sounding board.
All right.
Yeah.
Demon.
So her bestie, evens odds. Let's see. 2. It's gonna be a lady.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I was really hoping for another guy so we could have our classic BL interlude. But, you know, it is what it is. Well,
I mean, they
we'll
still can
work
be
that in
gay.
somehow.
It just
Let's
happens
do
Yeah.
to be that like they're into it, or you know, townies.
1. All right. Who's number 1 on the list?
Park Shin Hye.
Park Shin-
Hey!
Okay.
Oh wow!
That's
Alright.
reunion. uh, you know, from Doctors,
Okay.
that drama that I definitely
Mm-hmm.
like.
I never watched Doctors.
There's some sketch
I've seen clips,
stuff in it,
but
just-
never seen it. Okay.
I do like her as a bestie though. That's very fun.
So
Mhm, mhm.
maybe so I know we talked about like maybe she was on the like crew or something, but what if she's like not in the on the crew? She's what gets her to go into like the town a lot, so like we get scenes in the town. So like maybe she's like, you know, like owns a coffee shop or
I was just gonna say a
owns,
coffee
like,
shop, she's,
no, like something like
you
that.
know.
So they're like always
Mhm.
getting together to like hang out, but like it's largely like unpopulated, so they get to have these like long conversations without like no customers coming in to like break up their conversations or something,
I wonder
like
if
it.
she's like,
or like an antique store owner. Or,
Oh.
like,
oh,
Or like something. It could be like something
God, this is a nice
Just-
looking cast. Whatever.
This is a nice
It's
looking-
a,
this is
it's a
nice
pretty
looking
cast. That's for sure.
It could be like just an innocuous job, but then just with demon after it. So it'll be like she's like, you know, she's like the town like demon veterinarian who deals with all
She's
of their
the
like hellspawn pets and
town
stuff.
notary or something.
Yeah. But demon notary, so she's like
A cursed
good at
items,
Demon
antiques,
contracts and
like,
stuff.
curses
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like, you know, like soul contracts and stuff.
Yeah.
That
Well,
would-
So like
that would be fun.
if she owns the antique store, she can really do a lot of stuff with that. Like she could
Mhm.
still like kind of run the town on some level.
And we like that he would definitely be going into town to talk to her a lot to get like antiques for the store or the bed and breakfast or whatever.
Yeah. And she
Like,
or like
So we'd
there
have a
could
lot of
be-
like those interactions.
Yeah.
There's
some, like,
only an antique,
comedy.
like there's no new furniture. Like
There's only
it's just the
only
antique
antiques.
stuff.
only antiques.
But it could be
So
like
you
a
have
running
to-
joke with the demons that they heard that like humans really like antiques and not new stuff, and that's why they don't have like an IKEA.
Yeah.
They're like, no, that they won't like it. I think it's
But
like
it
the
could-
selling point.
It could also be like a lot of them are. What is happening with my light in here? Like,
Spooky.
I have it is like. Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it. Like, it's my camera's like I don't know what to do. Like I have lights on, and it's like nah. Like I like the idea that all of the items in the town are cursed. So it's like also she has to like de-curse all the items before they go because like demons don't care about cursed items. Like
Or they don't
Them
feel it.
being-
So they're like
them
don't
being
realize
around
the
items
humans are
just
like
curses things. Like, and so yeah.
So they're able to get antiques at a really good price because they end up with all the cursed stuff, but since it
Yeah.
doesn't affect, yeah. So they have really good antiques, like really good stuff.
Like really quality antiques from all over the world because demons can like transfer dimensions and go wherever they want. They just
yeah.
really like this town because everyone feels so comfortable when
It's
they can
their
be
home. They're, like,
themselves
chill.
in the
They're, like,
town.
We know who everybody's name is, and we really like, being able to walk around, and we could have like, the like group of Ajamas always sitting out in the street. Like, yeah,
I like it, but like they're slightly wrong at the same
yeah,
time.
everything's
Like,
slightly weird and like,
everything's
off, but
just
and you always see the other side with them, and they're like good intentions on everything. Like, so
Yeah.
you're always
like they're
in a
really trying
position-
hard.
Yeah, but they're trying so hard, and they just don't get humans. But
Yeah.
they're trying. They're
it'll be
doing
like it'll be like when you're watching those like animes that have like a trying to fit in with society where it's like they're trying to wear human clothes but like
it's the
they're
gift.
human
They're like, hello,
Yeah, like-
youths.
hello
Yeah.
fellow youth but it's like their human clothes like are mismatched from like every era like and none of it looks right and then this guy's like what is wrong? Like this town is so bizarre like what a bunch of characters and then so Lee Joon-gi's character be like there's something fucking wrong with this town like there's something fucking wrong and his friend's like no they're just unique
They're
like
just quirky.
About everybody's like
country
super
people.
nice and fun. Like, I love this place. It's nothing like the city.
listen, this is just what country people are like I hear
Country
Like,
hospitality.
yeah,
It's like a close mind like view of this town. Come on.
It
you
can
and
even
your
be down to
city
like,
ways.
no man, their dialect is even off. And he's like, nah, that's just the way country people talk. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just
And like they speak like very like old style
Old
like,
Korean.
super like, and he's like no one talks like this he's like it's just country folk don't worry
They
about
do
it.
here in the country. Like, what are you
They
talking
do
about?
it in the country like this is fun look it's so whimsical and he's like
Oh my gosh, you know what I just thought of? Like, the first opening scene could be like some random person coming into town because they've like lost their way or they're having
Mhm.
car issues. And it's kind of like the first part of The Farmer BL.
Love Tractor.
where it's like it's really spooky and like
Yeah.
but like everybody's like trilling really hard to like help the person out, and they just kind of like run out like screaming because they like are terrified of the town, and that's how we
Yeah.
set it up.
yeah.
because like they haven't had time to don their human disguises
Yeah,
so
their
he-
internet signal is out of this world.
phenomenal. Phenomenal. They got that demon internet. Why-
I would like some demon internet, please.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
love
right.
that demon internet. This is fantastic so far.
I'm in love with this drama.
We've
So
done
good.
it again.
We made a rom-com that I'm loving. Come on.
Yeah.
So let's grab some of the tropes and stuff.
All right, let's go in, baby. All right, let me, I gotta click them. I gotta click so much stuff. Okay. Here we go. All right. Boop. 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 We need boop some cliches that we gotta work in. All right, we got a bunch of good ones. We're gonna roll 3. See what we get.
Vacation episode.
All right. We got 17.
17.
5.
5.
And 6.
6.
All right, so 5, Truck of Doom. Mwah. 6, Drunk Shenanigans.
Okay, easy, yeah.
Perfect.
And then 17, Locked.
Oh.
Locked. Forced locked in together. Listen, say less.
I mean,
Locked in fridge. What was
fridge,
it?
elevator,
Fridge
room, something.
Fridge.
Whatever. Locked in a confined space.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was really hoping for making kimchi, in
Yeah.
a small town.
Yeah.
Listen, we can just add that in
Right,
ourselves
exactly.
because it is a slice of life. But listen, the Truck of Doom, I'm going to say it. Normally, you would have to fit that in, but we have tragic parent death.
This is true. We can lock them in a crypt.
Or we're locked in a small
We
demon
do
dimension.
have tragic parent death, and we could get that out of the way so easily and not, think
And
about
not have
it.
to-
Because he could
Yeah.
have definitely witnessed it. That's
and we
tragic.
can definitely, if we're playing with his perception of the town, there could be exactly. You do something where it's he keeps seeing Truck of Doom, oh my god, but it's just the delivery van,
It's kind of like
you know?
everybody wears a black hat
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
type thing.
Cover
And it could be
the-
also one of those things where you sit there and you're like, well, at the first maybe you don't know what the town's intentions are, but you know that they're tied to the parents. So then you're like, did the town kill the parents? Because you see the Truck of Doom, and it's really because they just keep on getting them for cheap because they're impounded or whatever after an accident or something,
They're cursed because people it keeps
But
killing
I think
people.
it would be even funnier if he keeps seeing them, but there's only actually one truck. It's the only vehicle in the town.
Yeah.
And it's
And they just
like,
teleported everywhere
Yeah,
because
and it's everyone's
they
truck.
share it.
or it's because since it's everybody's truck, they just have one of those magnetic signs on it, so they switch out the sign every single time. We're it's just
Kind of like the truck and taxi
person.
driver, how they keep
Yeah.
rebranding it
But
all
it
the
might
time.
be one person who's driving, and it's that's just his thing for the town is drive around and
Yeah.
okay, this hour I'm the
Yeah,
market.
yeah.
I'm the mail delivery this hour. This hour I deliver for this. That would, oh my god. Incredible. Incredible.
Drunk Shenanigans is always super easy because
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
20 episodes, you're probably going to do that a couple times.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna have,
yeah, too much opportunity in 20 episodes.
Okay, so with the second leads, do we have them come together, or are they just?
That would be a
They
fun
could be-
reunion.
They could
Why?
become business partners.
Okay,
He could
because
be
I think
a
a drunk
legit.
shenanigans between them would be fine, but
Yes.
how
Oh,
we
yeah.
what is the outcome of that? Is that another love tie?
They're trying to
or-
get the main leads together eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the shippers. I love
Oh,
shipper
yeah.
shippers.
You know,
And
you
they
know
work
what actually-
together.
You know what would be kind of funny? Is that so she's a cursed antique dealer, right? Because she just sources all the furniture and antiques for this whole town because that's what he does. What if he's just an actual antiques dealer? And so he's
Or,
coming
that's
to
his,
help
thing.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his huge interest. He knows
his-
about a lot of
His
this.
He's
huge
he's
interest
like
is
an
that he really
interior
likes the Antiques
designer.
Roadshow. He's really obsessed with that show.
He keeps on wanting to do that.
Yeah,
Like,
and
that
he's
was the thing he always
I
wanted.
need to pick your brain about all of this. But I do think that we will definitely need to figure out what to do is
Yeah.
to get drunk.
Brimstone.
Absolutely.
Sulfur.
Maybe it's
Poison.
something like
apple
like-
juice or something.
yeah, like something like
Easy, right?
that would
Innocuous.
not get humans drunk.
It's just
Yeah, just
Coca-Cola.
cider, soda.
Yeah.
Yeah. or they never get drunk, but they've seen some people get drunk in dramas, so they just pretend it's their like thing.
Yes!
So like every time they're drunk, they're just
They always want to pretend to be drunk.
they're just always trying to be inclusive of the human.
Yes. Oh my god. So they're all acting drunk, but they're all just kind of bad at it.
Yeah, because they're watching like shows.
They're watching like
all their
Weekender,
human interaction really is like from dramas that they're
So
always
they're, like,
watching.
trying
Maybe
to
they
get
have like movie nights
piggybacks
too.
and stuff,
Yeah.
They all
because,
like watch
we're
dramas
drunk, we
together.
need piggybacks.
but
So
like, these movie nights,
they often don't, like, if humans aren't around, they really don't do the fake drinking thing all that often.
No.
So like when a
No.
human pops up, they're like, time
Yeah,
for the
that's when they're
show.
like-
I get to play
Everybody's
drunk.
like always hanging out with each other, and like that's when like really
Yeah.
big important things happen. We gotta make and you know, like they see that like they're always drinking, so they're like, that's just like common in the human culture.
I think it would be like really fun to have like scenes of like just a bunch of them like watching a drama and like taking notes. And like being like, yes, this is how humans go. And then like the next scene, when they see him, they're reenacting these like
Yes.
very dramatic, like actual in existence drama scenes.
This
And the
makes
guy's just
me
like,
want.
what?
This makes me want like town hall a la Gilmore Girls type things to
Yes.
happen.
Yes.
And so maybe the
Yes.
town hall is like them like sharing, or like maybe someone like one of the the antiques person goes out and like to the human world to pick up antiques, and they come back and they're like, this is what I found that the
Yeah.
humans are doing
I
right
got
now.
some
Like
more-
this is what
yeah,
they're
this is what's-
into.
This is what's really hot these days. And so they'll bring back like, like K-pop music videos and stuff. And then they'll start dressing
Or
like
it's just
people do
oh my
in
gosh.
the music videos, which is
What
just
if
like
they
insane
put, like,
in real life.
K-pop fan interaction. So it's like, remember when like the leaf was like the popular
Yeah.
thing? So that's what they think all humans
They're
like.
all
And so there's
doing
like
this.
they all have like wearing the leaf, and they're all like going around.
But they might not quite understand how fast human trends do change.
Mhm.
So if they're watching some K-pop stuff, they might get into stuff that's like 2000, 2004.
Yes, we could- and
but
we
they
could
think
make
it
like,
applies.
like and we
Yeah,
could like
yeah.
reference those groups. But I love that like they see that like a lot of people are getting locked in freezers. They think
Yeah,
it's a thing
like-
too.
And that'll be fun. And then they like are like, we know how to get like these two together.
Yeah.
We're gonna lock them, but instead it just backfires, right?
Yeah, 'cause
like
they
it's
don't
just
Well, and
know
like,
also, she's a handy person, so like,
yeah. So she's just taking
And
the
he could be
hinges off.
freaking out
Walking
about
them
everything, and
into
she's just
spaces,
like,
and she keeps pulling out her screwdriver and like
they
popping the
stay in
hinges
there
off
for a
and pulling
maximum of
them
5
right
minutes.
straight.
Like,
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it would be really peak fun energy if all of these humans dressed like they were all in like a 2008 like K-drama, because that's like the stuff that they like. It's gotta all be older dramas, right? Where everything's so,
Yeah.
over the
And
top
have
and
these-
overblown.
Have
Mhm.
those like cameo spoof moments where like from really big dramas, so like
Yeah.
when you get the goblin, walking through the tunnel with the grocery scene and
Yes.
stuff, but then you get that in another drama,
Mhm.
even more funny, and like so
Yeah.
you get that opportunity to like pull a lot of these cute
oh my god, just
moments.
like
a
one
lot of like
episode, they're all wearing those track
flowers
shoes
on set.
Yes,
from
the
Secret Garden.
Secret Garden track
Yeah.
is like what I was thinking of, which is like, and I feel like when he first arrives at town, like everyone should be wearing
Yeah.
the Secret Garden tracksuits, and then he's just like, "What the fuck is this town?"
and then they'll be like, dude, where's your tracksuit? Like, you're wealthy. Like,
You're a tribal. Where's your sparkly
where's
Yeah.
your tracksuit?
Natalia.
Yeah, oh, my
Sweaters.
Natalia's favorite drama. There's literally only one drama in this world that I regularly badmouth.
But it could be maybe like Airs and Boys Over Flowers. That's what all like the younger demons in
Yeah.
like,
And I feel like, they'll be like, oh shit, someone's coming. Like, we gotta like act natural, like humans.
Yeah.
And then they'll just be like having these overblown, like ridiculous arguments and
the
like,
hair and
yeah, for like, I think this would be so much fun to like include all of these just sort of pastiches of these like
Yeah.
just ridiculous drama moments. Oh my god.
And how sports day for the younger demons at school is like, oh no, we have to do some extravagant sport because that's what
Yeah.
they do in all the dramas.
And they'll be like, horseback riding, but on spectral horses because they don't have real horses. Yes, California, dude. Fuck that show. Right? Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. I can live my life separated from heirs.
But also, since they watch like all the old dramas, they're really used to the male lead being a jerk. Like that is something they've really fixated on.
So they're like very wary of her being around him.
Yeah.
They're like,
but like he's. But
or they're
you know,
waiting
eventually,
for him to like be a dick.
Like later on, when he has a crush finally and all this stuff, it's like they try to give him advice. You need to be jerkier. He's like,
but like they also know that he's eventually going to get there. So from the very beginning, they're like, I know it's going to happen immediately.
Yeah. I feel like there could be some really fun scenes of sort of like a la Gilmore Girls, right? Where like the town, separate from the two of them, are like getting together and like plotting, like. Because, you know, they really feel bad for her because she has a foot in both worlds, right? And it's like, there's no demon boys that she's interested in. So they're like, but we don't want her to be alone. So we have to, like, plot using only K-drama references. That's the only thing we know about the human world. To, like, hence, like, the locking them in the freezer and, like...
Yeah.
They can, you know,
all these
do,
like forced situations,
and like just be constantly trying to like trip her so that she falls into him, so they like kiss and stuff. And then she's like, "Stop!"
Yeah, they could definitely be very Luke Lorelai.
Yeah.
But it could be like the reverse. So he is the Luke.
But I really want him to be the simpiest simp who ever simped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like you like immediate like maybe like that's a lot of like the like. With the town perceiving them as like whatever, that's where you see the like a lot of like, you know, like perception of them. So maybe like the first couple of episodes you think he's going to be that way because the town perceives him, and then immediately you start to see how like simpy he goes. Like he just like once the like facade of the town like takes off, you could just see like, or you just see him as like his own self, and you're like, that's what he truly is in this.
Since it's a slice of life, I just feel like it would be very fun for it to like most of the tension just being so mundane. Just like every episode, sort of, you know. I'm like really in this Gilmore Girls like.
Well, the lumber shipment is late.
I mean,
that is
really
the stress of the episode.
Gilmore Girls smashed with Welcome to Night Vale. Like this is what we have in this,
and
with
I'm
like a
really
drama fans. Like, and then we definitely like every actor that's in here, we have a reference to one of their actors. So maybe there's like one time that they get into Segux just like randomly, and so you have like his character like in the background of the one scene.
I think it would be like really fun to have like, you know, all of these older dramas that they're all referencing, to have just like every episode with it would be actually kind of fun that every episode is maybe like a reference to one classic drama.
Yeah,
right?
like so each chapter is
and so they could have, and so in every episode you could have there could be a demon cameo that's just someone or like from the couple from that drama that's being referenced, and then it's like it would be kind of really fun if like it's more than just the styling from that, like that's something that happens in the town. That episode was like directly like a plot nonsense from like that drama that it's referencing.
Yeah.
So like, but it could but since it's supernatural and slice of life, it could be what would be slice of life to demons, but to this poor human who's just in this town, this is incredibly traumatizing. So it's
like goes back to them, and they're like, "This is so much fun."
Like for like a Secret Garden episode, you could have like body switching, right? Which for demons is very slice of life. You know, we can body switch demons.
Every week, the entire town is binging one drama. The town off.
And how each episode could end, like for the end credits, you know how they normally just have the stills? It could just be like a video of like the townspeople sitting, watching the drama that the next week is going to be referencing.
I've got it. The town like has all the weird stuff, except for they always have like a subway and like all the major females because it's what they see.
And I feel like,
or maybe because it's so small they couldn't quite get subway, so it's like their really sad version of, or their demon
version of Subway. A sad demon version of Subway. Like,
You know, like they maybe can't get their mitts on Dysons that easily, so like they have, you know, like
they have like the demon
these
equivalent.
really weird like brands or like maybe like put together like graphics are my passion like
Yeah. Yeah. But like, and also they don't really have quite a handle on human food.
no.
So it'd be like you would go into this like way sub and it would just have like hemlock and nightshade.
Or
And be like, what the
tired because nobody's eating it because they don't really need to eat it or something. Yeah.
Oh my god. Guys,
I know.
call you all honeys.
We've
This
done
is,
it again.
this is the greatest drama that's ever been conceived.
Very much NaNoWriMo is happening next month, and
Yeah.
I kind of want to steal this and like try to make something.
So do you guys possibly want to roll for maybe 3 more tropes just to be, because like that's actually kind of the theme of what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I gotta click some stuff again. All right.
God.
Hold.
Because like the trick
Hold
of
with
Duke
me.
thing was hilarious. Like
Yeah,
what we
yeah.
came up with.
So we want 3 more cliches, or do we want like straight up tropes?
Oh.
Let's go. Should we do like maybe 1 more trope and 3?
All right. Let's do it. All right.
Sure.
1 more trope. Boom, boom, boom. What else do we have to fit into this slice of life?
We definitely think there should be like a
8.
favorite of the town. 8.
A
Contracting marriage.
Oh,
my God.
no.
Oh
But you know
my
what?
gosh.
That has
Listen, it gets even funner because demon contracts, you know,
That's-
a little
yes.
crazier.
I also thought it would be really funny if maybe one demon branched off from K-dramas and started watching J-dramas and saw the contract marriage, and that's why they integrate contract marriages. He's like, listen, I know we only like watch K-dramas, but
yeah,
just
guys,
watched
I
this.
just saw something
the
wild.
contract marriage.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh,
love it.
so they try to like trick them into a contract marriage or something,
Yes.
and of course it like fails miserably.
All right, let's exactly because demon contracts are for eternity, right? So
Yeah.
like, but okay, let's roll 2 more cliches that we got to fit into this 20 episode. We got 12 and 10.
12 and 10.
So we got me and a
Watch
cute
Lois-
pet.
yeah. This is
This
A
is
cute little like
we
This
demon
is
cat
really
or
good.
something that they like.
Oh,
They
it's
think
1000%
looks like
a cat.
but it's
Oh,
like
And
absolutely
the cat
it's a cat.
distribution center like gave them a cat, and it's like just like a cat that just like the entire town loves. Like maybe that's like one of the central like things that like everybody's very worried about this cat.
Like there should be a cat
Cannot
that like
kill the cat.
there should be a cat that lives in this derelict house that he's purchased.
Hmm.
That like is a demon cat, but like it's like scary cute.
We're really we're really solidifying the Welcome to Night Vale.
Oh, absolutely. It'll be, you know, and they'll have the cat doing things that like also is very unsettling, like you know, like having way too long of teeth and like, you know, having a scaly tail, and then when he looks at it again, it's just a normal cat.
It just like evaporates and then goes.
Yeah,
to
and then
somewhere.
he like teleport, and he's like, what the? And it's like, that's it. And then there's going to be like, what? This is what cats do. And he's like, that's not what cats do. And it's like, I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure that's just what cats do. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god, what was the other one? Sorry.
Well, it's watch you while you're sleeping.
Yeah, that's.
But
which I think-
you could even do that with the cat. Like that's
You could do that with
simple.
like the town.
Yeah,
The town just
because
is like
they've watched so
yeah.
many of these dramas that like they're like at the windows, like
Or
what's
they
going
do
on?
this thing
Like,
where,
every
like,
night he
you
wakes
should go
up as a
check on
different
her.
town person.
Like you go check on her because I feel like she's like not good, and then he has to go up there, and they're like they lock.
they're like,
And then perfect.
and then he's locked in the room and she's asleep, and then wakes up and is like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I don't even know.
I
I don't even know what I'm doing.
And you're the one that's good at busting us out of this. I can't.
Yeah.
The door. won't
I feel like there should be
open.
like a long running joke with like her just collecting hinges and having to like rehinge doors because they keep trying to like. Oh yeah, the cat definitely has to leave some just
Like,
unhinged
like
gifts,
Cats
like-
do. They're
like,
like
dead poisonous snakes and like frogs with 2 heads, and he's like,
But the cat always like comes in and he's like very like happy for himself, and he's like looks up adoringly at him
Like, look
because
at
he
it.
gave him
And
this
then,
like.
and then when the cat feels that he's being perceived by a human, him being the only human in the town, he looks like a cat. But then when he's not being perceived by a human, very clearly a demon cat. Like, and I think that would be just like a fun little gag. Because slice of lives can have gags. They just can't have,
absolutely.
you know.
They can't have like massive, like
Yeah.
Even with the truck of doom, it shouldn't be like. It should be like just.
Kind of more of a matter of factual thing.
Yeah.
It's not as
it just
not
can't
as
be
heightened.
heightened in that way. Like as long as it rolls in the over, like it can't be heightened supernatural, but it could be supernatural, you know? Like
I feel like there should be a lot of fun scenes with this one truck in the town where it's like it almost hits him, but the guy always stops because he has like demon stopping ability.
Yeah.
The truck's been
Reflexes.
affected by
like,
demon magic. So like the truck, he drives it psychically. Like this isn't a, you know. And so he just like abruptly stops, and so the guy never gets hit by the truck, but the's always just like
but they're
like
da-da,
and
calls.
but there should be like definitely like some demon kids in the town watching like this time is it gonna happen this time? Because
And
they've
you
also
always
been
just hear them go,
watching.
What if
oh.
you said he drives the truck psychically? What if he just literally drives the truck psychically? So that's one of the things early on.
No
is,
one's
like,
ever in the truck.
Oh,
he
no one's
keeps
ever in
seeing
the
the truck is just driving itself, but then when he looks again, then the guy like has
The
teleported
guy's in the
himself
truck and he's like,
and
"Oh,
like,
I'm so sorry, dude." Yeah.
What are you? I'm here. I'm driving the car.
But like the guy in the truck is like really into Sagook, so he only ever is.
Yeah,
in
so he's
Ron
always
Pop.
like goofing off, like watching drama.
So he's dressed like one of the Grim, because they usually like Grim Reaper look
Yeah.
kind of
Yes.
like with the hat
Yes.
and stuff.
Yes.
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 Oh my god, that would be. Listen, I'm sorry. Why are we so funny? Like
We're
why
so good at
have
this.
studios not
and
hired
really,
us yet
like
to,
the
workshop
kid
these?
demons, they're kind of all into K-pop. Like that's
Oh yeah.
they're kind of more like the
But like
K-pop.
they're
thing
into
and
like
stuff.
second gen K-pop because they're
Yeah,
like
'cause it's,
behind
like,
the
yeah.
times, right?
Yeah.
So like they're all wearing like G-Dragon Fantastic baby hair and stuff, and he's like, like these kids are so fucking weird. Like,
And the friend is always like, "No, they're charming. They're just so charming."
all the little girls in town. There's only 4 girls, and they all dress as members of 2NE1. And so we all see these 4 little girls is just like wacky, and he's like, "What?"
It could be also like maybe like his character goes to try to like, you know, talk to them and like be like, oh, I guess they like K-pop, and so like tries to like talk about like modern day K-pop stuff, and they have no clue.
He's
So
like,
like
"Oh."
he's like, oh, do you trade photo cards? And they're like, what?
What?
What are you
What?
talking about?
What are you talking about? And he's like, oh,
Or he'll like mention like he'll be like, "Oh,
Light stick.
yeah, like I really
do you
like new jeans," and they're like,
They're like,
"What's wrong with our jeans?" Like,
or like talks about a group being disbanded, and they're like, wait, what?
Yeah, he has to break the
There's like
news
that moment
a few
where you
different
have to break
times.
the news that 21 is no
Listen.
longer.
like, is there like a really like? I'm just trying to think of like a really tragic like K-drama that has like a really tragic death and like dramatic like crying scene, because then that could be like the joke of that episode is him like telling them2NE1 doesn't exist anymore, and them like having the exact same reaction as like someone in this very dramatic like just wailing,
I mean, I
sobbing.
guess they
He's
could
like,
be
"Oh,
like
Jesus."
into mockjongs, and so they wail
Yeah.
like a mockjong character.
Yeah, and they're all just
It
like
could
beating
be-
their chests and like, and he's like, "Oh no!"
It could be that the Kim Rae Won, like the friend character, he also like
Oh, he's the
he's
one
into
that,
antiques
like-
and he's
He's the
into
one-
K-pop.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
one who's
And so
because
he
he's, like,
tries
a
to help.
goofy, Yeah.
So he tries to help Lee Jun-gi's character be like, here, in order to connect with these like let's say he's still in Seoul or something, but he's on the phone with me. He's like, just here, go talk to them about new jeans. Just try that. And then it like
Girls love
fails
new jeans.
miserably.
And then but I also feel like it might be even funnier if the Kim Rae Won's character is the one who has to deal with
Yeah, like he has to.
these kids if these groups don't exist.
He has to
anymore.
be the one to do that. And
And so
he-
he-
and
Yeah. And
he's actually like really
Classic.
sad that he has to do that.
Yeah, and so he's the one. He comes into town, and like he's been told about all these weird. And he comes into, I'd say like episode 6 or 7, is when we finally meet him for the first time. We hear his voice on the phone. You know,
yeah,
this
like
whole
maybe
time giving
like
advice.
he's still going to Seoul.
Yeah, but you
see
never
him,
like see him, and
Yeah.
then he arrives in town, and from what this guy has told him, bits and pieces, comes bearing all of these gifts for the townspeople, because you know he's been told, oh, they really love, you know, these kids love K-pop, and like these people really love Subway for some reason, but like none of the stuff actually connects because they only like it from like 2005, and so he like arrives with like, he's like, oh, I brought a bunch of like BTS albums, and these kids are like, I don't know what the fuck this is, like we don't have CD players. What are you talking
And maybe
about?
they primarily have a bartering system too, as opposed to money, just because like people money really
it's a
wouldn't
closed,
be that useful for
closed
them.
system, yeah. And yeah, so he comes with like light sticks and, you know, like DVDs, and they're all looking at him like.
But I just like see him standing there, and he like gives the news about like 21 or something, and then they all start wailing, and he's just like,
Are you?
Calm down. He doesn't know how to like respond to the children like wailing.
Well, and then like
he's like,
they're wailing, and then it gets to a level. They're demons, so all of a sudden it's like supernatural level of screaming,
like,
and he's like, "I
so
broke
loud,
the children."
Like, it's just so high.
He's like, I broke the kids. I broke, and I feel like he sort of has. I feel like I really want him to have like "Hello, fellow yous" energy. So he also kind of fits into this town because he's out of touch as well. So it's like.
Yes.
So he's like, oh, they're so quirky. Like, oh, I love how everyone just has their own style in this town. And like, he can also dress like a crazy person, which is part of the, because he's really into antiques. So he loves wearing, you know, hanbok and like vintage clothes and stuff. So everyone's like, oh, like he's like us. Like,
or it could be like, maybe like he doesn't bring enough like clothes, or something happens to them, and so the town's like, here, we'll give you stuff, and it's all like drama clothes.
Like,
like, so he's constantly.
And so he can be like fitting in with them, like he'll, you know, you see him sitting with the Ajumas, like all in their Hyunbin tracksuits.
But
like...
it could also be like, you know, like since it's just like what they have left, maybe it's like the like top of the track suit, and then like bottoms are from another drama, or like the shoes are from another. So he's like always mismatched in dramas because it's just like whatever.
You can have like left. The little kids putting like a gat on him, and he's like, "This is so fun! Like you guys are like, so crazy."
But he's really online, so he has like a really popular Insta page with his fashion stuff, and so like.
And so he'll, I feel like that would be just like a fun little side where it would just, like, you know how sometimes, like on animes, where they'll have like commercial breaks and it'll just have like a still image that then before the next one, it'll just be the still image, will just be like his Instagram, like, post of the day, like, OOTD.
Or like little, like,
outfit.
32 minutes, like, little thing at the end of this episode, and it'll be just like him talking about like his post or like whatever he's doing, and he has this full-on thing.
Oh my god, this drama is the great.
What about
like?
Can we talk a little bit about Park Shin-hye's character? Like, do we want her to be doing anything? Because like we kind of gave Kim Rae-won a lot to do.
That's true. So I think she is. I feel like she's good to be like the kind of like the grounded one with her. Like, so maybe like they have a connection. Maybe she's like also half demon as well or something, you know, or like
they could be sisters.
What if like, you know, his parents like basically took her in. So like maybe they're like sisters, but not actually related. Like, or they don't even have to be like adopted, you know, kind of one of those situations that maybe she's just like, she had a rough time, or like her parents are not around a lot, so she was always like hanging out at Idahi's
or it's like maybe
house anyways. If
we want to give her like a little bit, if we want some tragic backstories in here, this is a K-drama after all, and these people in this town would love a tragic backstory. Maybe like her human parent abandoned her after realizing that she was a half demon. Yeah. And then Idahi's human parent brought her home, realizing that she'd been abandoned because she was, you know, weird. And so they're raised together as sisters because who doesn't love his own family? His
parents would be more equipped with the human side, at least. The human side. At least one of parents.
And so, like, you know, they made sure that both of them, like, went to a human college in the city so they would have connections to their human roots, you know, which is why they're both, but they both really missed the demon lifestyle because it was a lot kinder than the human life.
they have good fond memories, so that
Yeah.
it's not something that they hated their demon side. It was just that like they knew that they were different than everybody else. And we don't
Yeah.
even have to make the series like address that they're different. It's just like inherently you
Yeah.
are different because of this one thing. And it's not like a terrible thing. It's just like, oh, I feel more connection to this person than I can one of the 4 demons in town.
Yeah, and then like, you know, we can just make demon society like super accepting and super lovely, where it's just like how, you know, idyllic Gilmore Girls small town was. That ain't what small town.
They be potentially where they got like the town got a lot of their K-dramas or something? Like maybe they were what started the obsession in town?
It could be like their human parent had brought all these DVDs with them. And so they only have the selection of DVDs, which is why their knowledge from like 2010, like and before, which is why their knowledge has never updated.
And one episode, one of the DVDs snaps, and so they're missing like 4 episodes out of a DVD, and the town is just freaking out about it. It's
in chaos. And then meanwhile, you have Lee Joon-gi like, we can just download it on my phone. Like, but like they don't have phones.
But like maybe that's one of the things that like he does. He says, okay, they don't like this. They really like this DVD, and so he goes back to Seoul, goes to some like, you know, used place, and he finds a new copy and he gives it to the town, and then the town's like, we're in love.
Yeah, like to him it was a very small gesture, like it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, but to them,
it was the world.
Yeah, because they only had like 20
and that's
shows.
when the town falls in love, like and, like fully.
They're like, he cares now. Like,
they're
like, look how much he cares about us. Like, he truly cares about us. And then,
but they also like maybe like it ties to another like drama that they watched where like someone does that where they like gives like a
like
replacement thing.
Kindness,
and they're like.
Because like I feel like we should probably work in something how like this is like a very unusual demon town where it's like you're supposed to be scared of humans, but because they had this one human who lived with them, like, you know, her mom or her dad, I don't know which is the human, doesn't matter.
How cute would it be with flashbacks? It's like the mom or dad like going around with the town folk and just like getting like them used to them, and then maybe the parent is very outgoing and like charming, and that's why like the demons are like, okay, I'll like come hang out, or like a little kid will come hang out, and they start to like really get endeared to this like human, and that's why they start to like be like, oh well, I like humans.
Like there could be like a fun little like mid-episode intermission bit where it's like shows the flashback of this demon town where maybe like the human parent, like their car breaks down and no one in the town has any parts to fix it. So they're like, okay, well we can't, you know, and then instead of being scared of them, this human just goes around being like kind and sweet and stuff.
Yeah.
And so then like the little middle intermission in the middle of each episode, if we want to do that, is like showing how this town came to love human culture.
Oh my god, this would be like the perfect slice of life, like insert, like really solidify it.
And then you can have sort of like, it'll be like a double sad tragic death, because the tragic death is that this person died at all, because, you know, demons have longer lifespans.
Oh yeah, and they're like having a hard time. Maybe that's why like his parents' death are like it just really.
They find out that like his parents died, and like the whole town is like mourning because maybe like maybe like his parents like owned this house, right? It was like their villa or whatever, and they never, you know, they were always very kind to everyone in the town, and this town had no, you know, interaction with humans, so they were like initially scared of them, like, and then but they were just very kind and be like, oh, and they, you know, would be, since they were rich, like donating things to the town, like, oh, for your school we bought a bunch of books. So it's I feel like it would be fun for this little intermission to like sort of go back and forth. Like one episode would be how they came to love her human parent, and then the other one would be how they came to love his human parents. And then so it you know, it'd be like a sweet little like
that's how the entire town kind of fell in love with humans, and like that's their basis of everything. Like their kind of like thoughts and beliefs are from these two genuinely good humans.
And
like his parents could have been like, maybe they didn't actually live in town, they just were working on this house, so they saw them a lot, but like then one time they go back to Seoul or whatever to work on some things, and maybe it was like normal for them to not be back for like a month or two, but then it became longer and longer, and that's when the parents ended up being
it would actually
killed in the accident or something.
I think it would be kind of fun where if the person playing Lee Joo-gi's father was Lee Joon-gi, so when he first comes to town, they're all like, he came back. Yeah, because
they don't understand the like aging process, really.
Yeah,
like,
so they're calling him by his father's name, which I feel would be very upsetting for like someone whose father died, right? And so that could be like the first misunderstanding.
I mean, it could also very much just be like them calling him Mr. last name. And so like that just like it jars him because like he's not used to that. Yeah. But like, they're just like they're doing it because they genuinely think it's him. And then they start to realize, oh no, it's not.
But when they eventually when they clear up that misunderstanding, that's when they're like, oh, but now we really have to hook up the human and the half. What if it's
one of
our see an opportunity?
One of our drunken times is that like Lee Joon-gi's character gets drunk and kind of confesses like his sadness about or like why he decided to restart this like project of like the house and stuff with his parents and talking about like their death. And since all of them are pretending to be drunk in the thing, they like that's when you start to like they like start to realize what had happened. Like it wasn't just that they like left and forgot about them or whatever, but it was really that they had passed on and they didn't realize that.
And I feel like it could have been maybe like a couple years since they died, but since they were so wealthy and had so many assets, it was only until now that he found out about this just like abandoned country manor.
He could be like they were going through like a lot of like contracts or something, and maybe there was like a time for a renewal or something, and he's like, wait a minute, what is this? And looks into it and then figures out this address and goes to the address and it's like, oh, and then it's like flashbacks of like, when he was super young, but like in this town.
Little kid. Yeah. But like, I think it would be like kind of fun where maybe he was like divesting himself of his parents' business because he has no interest in running the business. So he's slowly working on selling off everything. Yeah. And then he's like, what is this? And then he goes to visit and then like you get the memories of, and then decides, okay, this is the one that I'll keep. And then, because maybe he could be, you know what he should be? He should be very introverted.
Yes. This guy's like, you don't have to like.
So it's like, so he could even be, stay with me, mentally ill, in which that
I don't know. Do you think it would be better if she was introverted?
No, I like her as sort of like a strong personality because I could see like. In my thought, when I'm thinking this, it would be like the reason that he doesn't want to take over his parents' business is because he has, panic attacks or something and like can't be in, like he can't deal with like lots of people, noticing him or being around him. And he can't handle the responsibility of like running a corporation, which is why he's like giving everything up. And then is like, oh, a country house, but maybe I could go be okay in a country house.
Yeah, it could also be that just maybe he was overworked. He's like put in this position where he's been doing this for whatever, a decade or something, because whenever time he legally gets all assets and has been like go for a while, and he's like, I can't do this, especially like if he hates it, maybe he like doesn't exactly remember that like this was not the parents' like actual want, but like because they died when he was so young, the people who took over, uncle or whatever, like went in a direction, and so that's what all he saw, and so maybe he was like feeling like he needed to go in that direction because that's actually what the parents wanted, and so he felt like he needed to honor their memory, and then he finds this place, and then it like jogs his memory, like he starts to like remember things, like maybe like him like having fun playing on the stairs up and down, and it could be where the cat like first comes in, so he remembers the cat or something, like so it like jogs his memory about this, and then like he remembers that like this was actually something that the parents wanted, and that's why he like is like, this is what I want, and he feels like he can do it because he like he knows that like that's what his parents want.
And maybe he hears from the townspeople like their stories of
how the parents always were like trying to invest in the town and like trying to, and maybe maybe the show ends with him finally bringing actual internet to the town. And then so like they see like the modern dramas for the first time,
or
and
like,
like
Blu-ray, like, and then and he like slowly gets maybe that's like also he slowly gets like the kids into like new K-pop, and that's where we can have our K-pop idols come in, like
because he's rich and knows people, right?
Yeah, and they can be either play
Well, they want to come stay at the place. Yeah.
Or
I feel like it would be really fun to have like instead of it being new ones, you just have Sandera Park come in and all the little 2NE1 girls just being like,
but they don't recognize her at first because she doesn't have her hair up in the pineapple.
Yeah.
And then like she does it one day or something, or like she sees something and she's like, "Oh, you blackjack," and they're like, "What?"
Yeah. Oh, it'll be.
Yeah.
Guys, we've done it again. We've done it again.
We did.
Okay, that is the ultimate Halloween show.
Yeah. Look, we did it, and it's not scary.
It's not scary at all. Like, but there'll be parts that like are played off as though they're would be scary, but then it like turns it around immediately. Like,
well, like I'm envisioning it like those first couple episodes of My Shy Boss, where it like seems like he's a serial killer, but it's really not. He just is a chef.
And this is like
you know,
it's a thing that like K-dramas love to do as well. Like even on the what is it, the Love and Contract?
Yep.
Yeah, they start to do that with his character in the very beginning.
God, this is so good, guys. When I tell you I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this poster, let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so do we want to like cast some like random people?
Let's do some cast.
Oh, and casting random people.
Yeah. Let me open a doc so I can
all
write
the
things
old
down.
ladies, all the favorite granny actresses, like we need them. Like they just need to be,
or like even like maybe some other like K-dramas that we like, or like, well, definitely one episode has to be about this K-drama.
It would be one of those shows where everybody would eventually show up in cameo stuff.
And for sure,
they didn't have a role.
People that are like tied to the main four 1000% have to come in.
And it would kind of depend on.
Oh my gosh! Recommended for you. The third one is Moon Lovers. It hurt. Oh, it also hurt because my first one is A Korean Odyssey. I think it would be funny if it was like the cameos were some of the like older dramas they come in, and so like they all look a little different because they're older, and then like someone like finally clocks in and they're like,
so we need some like we need some just fun town demons, right?
Yeah. Well, Kim So-gi, obviously.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Oh yeah.
You know what, chat? Who do you want to be townsfolk in this town? This means, next to nothing except they end up on the townsfolk portion of the Natalia makes a chart, a relationship chart.
The bull guy from
what's his face?
Oh,
Joko Jin.
That's not his real.
Maybe the mayor for that one.
Ooh, I like that. What is his name?
You always think his name.
I just think Doko Jin.
I mean, I know you do.
What is
Wonka?
I can. I'm at the.
He has
do you know his actual name?
Well, I'm looking it up. I got it.
Cha Sung-won, Jang.
Yeah, Cha Sung-won. That's him.
That is not near as fun as Doko Jin.
No. He'll be the mayor. That's fun. Who else do we want to be demons?
Let me see. This completed.
Yeah, I've sorted my completed ones by year. I'm trying to look at the older ones.
Year. Apply.
And I mean,
So the
we
oldest
can
I
pick
have.
whatever we want, but obviously, if it was a real drama, it would all be old popular dramas from whatever network was putting it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because they
Oh,
have
yeah,
the
yeah.
right to show all the little clips.
But that
and
would be
things.
so funny if, like, the characters of the townsfolk, for the most part, especially like the older characters, were from older dramas, and they're not like referenced like as being like looking like it, but like they just the actors are playing, so like the audience is like watching it and going, like, oh my gosh, that's from blah blah blah, and that's from blah blah blah.
Yeah.
One of them was My Girl. I'm like, oh, like Lee Jun Gi from My Girl. Lee Jun Gi from My Girl, that drama. Let's see.
Well, I keep thinking of Coffee Prince.
Yeah. So hell yeah, let's just put Gong Yu in there. Why not? Gong Yu could be the guy who drives the truck. So like he just shows up for like this would be a real prime opportunity for like a Gong Yu, Lee Dong Wook, like, you know, reunion kind of situation, right? Where they're like coming through town, or they're demon. Well, it has Park Shin Hye, so I feel like we should have Jang Gun Suk because of You're Beautiful, right? He could be the bartender at the fake bar. The bar
what
that
about
nobody
like
gets drunk at.
Kim Young Ok?
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
It would be kind of cool if, I don't know him off the top of my head, but like a older drama that had a younger actor, like a 10 or below, and so that person is now in the cast too.
Let's see. There's just so many good options here.
There's
right?
There's too many good options.
Like maybe think of something it's the Lost
Yes. Okay.
What about like someone like Moon Hee Kyung?
Okay.
She's the mom in like Hospital Playlist and a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she was like in Surplus Princess and stuff, so she would be squarely in.
Yoon Song Hyun, the Asuka from Secret Garden.
Oh yes, for sure. I think it would be a really fun opportunity for full cameo, you know, where it's just like somebody who happens to be sitting at the cafe or something, but like any actors and actresses who have like played evil demons in any kind of, you know, show, just come in and
I mean, we could just have Gong Yu and Lee Dong Wook just like there and just like walk away.
Like, you know, they don't even have to have much of an anything. It's just like, if you've ever played a demon before, we need you to come just be cameo townspeople hanging out here, so that people will be like, hang on.
I could see like a major like cameo would be like someone like Kim Tae Hee, because she's in such like notable stuff too.
Okay,
you need a child actor actress who is a lost ghost demon who keeps popping up, who drags in tourists. It would be funny if they were like the person who tries to get in tourist. Like they're like, okay, what if we do this? And it always has like this weird like campaign.
who do we want? Okay, so if Dong Yu and Lee Dong Wook are coming in to do like a little goblin pastiche, who do we want to be this truck driver? Because I feel like he has a central role in let's see, actors who have played Grim Reapers in K-dramas.
It would be funny. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Eyebrows, Woobs, because he's the driver in a show that I can't talk
That is fun.
about.
I was gonna say
Namgil as the villain, or Eamon.
Put Kim Namgil and everything. Yes.
The mom from Boys Over Flowers.
I was thinking the mom from Boys Over Flowers and the mom from Secret Garden.
Yeah, we need to have. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's all the like older Ajumas in town are all the very evil moms from like shows. So it'll be like the even the.
But they're super sweet now. Like they're so nice.
Yeah, the one, the Noonas one.
Oh yeah.
So are we saying
somewhere in the range
for the truck driver?
I said
I feel like it would be really funny to have someone like really big name, but they never have a line. Like it's just.
I thought we said Woobs for the truck driver.
Was it Woobs? All right, I missed that. Okay, Woobs. Truck driver.
Because of things.
Because it connects to the show we can't talk about.
Got it. The show of which we dare not speak.
I mean, like Kim Yoo Jung could be in it because she's such a child. We could get some of those child actors, or in the kid from the robot show.
Oh yeah.
The ones that like were notable like child actors and even have kept it up to now. They're like past military or whatever, they're still around.
I think what would be so funny about this show, like it would be so easy for all the cameos to happen because like again, it would probably be mostly in one network, but everyone else is working on their other dramas like, oh, just pop by and do this one-off thing, and you don't even have to do much.
Who do we want playing the human parent of Lee Da-hee's character?
Oh my god. Which one?
Well, do we want it to be male or female? Should we let the dice decide?
Yeah.
Let's let the dice decide.
We have it, so might as well use it.
Okay. All right, evens, odds. Oh, can we go? Oh, Jesus. Everything's going wrong for old Natalia. Here we go. Okay. Too many things to click. All right. Evens, ladies, odds, men. All right, she has a human dad.
Okay. So this is like very cliche, but like the dad he's currently in Twinkling Watermelon, but he was in Mystic Pop-Up Bar. Chae-won Young.
Sure. Yeah. Works for me.
Yeah.
Because he's always
Amanda's like that
but he's always playing that really sweet like character.
I love a hot daddy.
Yeah.
I suppose
that works in well with if we're talking about older dramas and stuff. Like
that's true.
Has been doing,
and he's in the airs.
In the airs, right? So
that works out.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do this. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was just gonna say we could do this. We could like pretend that it's the guy from the ears, the one that like the soybean powder one, but we just put Kevin. They're not the same actor, but we could pretend like we could just like put Kevin in a blonde wig.
I love that I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Yes. No, like, listen, you don't need to know.
You're not missing much.
For sure. Kim Won-hye is definitely like, maybe Kim Won-hye is the owner of the Subway.
Way Sub.
The Way Sub.
Owner of the Way Sub. And then I think the last...
I was going to say, like, going off of the Kevin thing, like, have all those, like, white actors live in this village, too. And, like, because, like, demons from other places want to live here, too, because it's just chill, right?
And they can all be, like, different ages, too. Like, it could be that, the one girl, the blonde girl who always shows up on stuff. She's good.
Yeah.
She also has a TikTok. She's very fun.
the last human we need to cast is who Lee Joon-gi's mom is, because if Lee Joon-gi is playing both himself and his father, the mother was also endeared to this village, right?
True.
And she's not going to be in it much.
No.
Right?
IU?
That's
Dare
what I
we?
was going to say. Like, IU would be so... It would give people some nice closure to see them together.
Have we, like, what about his dad?
Oh, he's his own dad.
It's
We
him.
were saying he's playing
Oh, yeah,
his
that's
own
true.
dad,
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah.
Because I was like, it'd be funny.
There.
I mean, I haven't watched it, but whatever the
Yep.
second romance character in that would be, it would be funny to have them.
Oh my god.
So there's the...
I love him.
There's everybody. I mean, she literally
Scarlet.
works her way through.
No, it's...
I know, but there's one. They've got to have one.
Natalia's having a moment.
Hanul! It's Kang Hanul!
Kang
It's
Hanul.
It's who we're talking about here.
Yeah.
I was like, his
Okay.
name means sky. His
But,
name means sky.
It does.
That
What
would be
is-
one. He's been... What is his first role?
He could be the demon dad for Lee Da-hee's character.
No, she has a human dad.
Sorry. You're right. I got it flipped.
Right. Oh, my drama list.
His
You
first
better at your
was
search.
2007 was his first drama.
So, oh my god, what if it would be really funny if they got into like
He's
variety
also in the
too?
Heirs. Why?
Yes, do it. But like, wouldn't it be funny if they like got into like variety? So like Jungkook or someone shows up, or haha, like especially one of the ones from like
From like the early 2000s.
what is that one?
What's the one
In my head, the one where it's like when he's first paired with the girl from Boys
Yeah.
Over Flowers. Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
What is it? Heirs reunion.
So, did we need Lee Da-hee's mom?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
I feel like something fun to do would be to cast somebody who's older, like significantly older, because she's human. She's aged.
No, she's
right?
She's the demon.
Oh no, he's the human. Yeah,
He's the human.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking like that would be a fun thing to play with, sort of, but especially if if Lee Da-hee is younger than Lee Joon-gi and he keeps like
X-Man.
but she's like, no, I'm actually older than you because like I, age more slowly because of my half demon side,
Well,
right? So she's
it's
actually
listen.
a romance, even though it doesn't look like one,
It's like we could actually just cast an actress who's younger than Lee Da-hee to play her mother.
Yeah,
That's true. I
because
think we
she's a full
should.
demon, and I think that would actually be peak comedy, where like I was like, "Oh, your sister," and be like, "No, that's my Kim Sul-gi could be your mom."
It could be.
Just putting that out there. Just,
that would be fun.
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she'd still be around.
Yeah. But her father has since passed because he was like, because it'll be like, because the actor's quite a bit older than Kim Sul-gi, but it'll be like they were actually the same age when they met. You know what I mean? But like, Kim Sul-gi,
It's like, who's like been with Lee Da-hee too that we could like get in as a reunion type thing. I mean, she was in Mrs. Cop with Kim Hee-ah. That would be a good person because she's been in forever. Who's our idols?
Yeah, it's great. Well, Sandera Park, obviously.
Yeah. What's his face?
So what are we
Like
looking
someone
for?
like Eun Ji-won
Mm.
from Chef's. He's, if you've watched Reply 1997, he's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also delightful.
And like
so-
other things too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's a, yeah.
I think we've got a pretty good cast here.
We do.
We've got many a demon. We've got some fun cameos. We've got Sung Hoon as the lost tourist. Incredible.
What's also
choice.
nice is since it's slice of life type stuff, it's not like you have to do bad guy and like plot like that. It really isn't.
She has to be out of YG first for them to give her
Yeah.
let her do acting. Not that she doesn't want to.
Yeah. I think we've got a solid thing going here. This 20 episode demon rom-com slice of life.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
And so like a full on drama lovers fest.
Yeah. It's a homage to drama lovers everywhere.
Yeah.
Told through the eyes of people who aren't quite sure how humans actually act. Like, it's actually like it's kind of hilarious if you think of it in like the context of like what if you only knew humanity through two people you met and then K-dramas.
Yeah.
You would have such a bizarre conception
Yeah.
Right.
of how
Especially
people
older
are.
K-dramas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like you would just, which I think is like a fun, like I think that would be a really fun acting role to take. Like someone who
Mhm.
only knows humanity through older K-dramas and two people
Yeah.
they met once. Like
And
that's
so and you do all the tropes because that's what you know. It's not just like that the writer put in the tropes for you. It's
Yeah.
literally all you know.
because that's how you think humans act. That's how you think human society is. Like, and then poor Lita, his character, who has spent time in the human world, is just so tired.
But it's kind of like when you go back to like your like grandparents' house and they like try to ask you questions and they just have no clue what's going on. And you're like,
You're like,
I love
Basically,
you,
her
but-
whole
Don't worry about
interaction is that gif of the old lady going, "That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works."
Yeah.
No.
Ugh.
should we do a wrap up like summary like we have been or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we do, I just want to say, good job, everyone. We did it. Thumbs up to everyone involved in this absolute genius tale of just. Yeah, exactly. It can be awkward and fun. It would be a really fun role.
no?
So, for anyone tuning in the last 5 minutes, we're here to present to you. We need everyone start thinking of a title.
Oh yeah, title.
Oh,
It's very
title.
important. We present to you our newest drama. It's a 20 episode pastiche to the love of classic dramas everywhere, told through the eyes of a town full of demons and the one human who comes to live with them. Lee Joon-gi plays the orphan son of some hoteliers who briefly spent time in their past in this lovely small town that they always wanted to help develop because this town seemed really disconnected from society, but were full of loving, wonderful people. And while going through his parents' assets years after their death, he discovers a abandoned manor, essentially, and says, okay, I'm gonna go, and tired of dealing with corporate society and trying to divest himself of that life. We're just gonna turn me a little here. He then goes to the countryside and hires a local carpenter, who he thinks is a man, but then turns out to be a very hot lady,
And capable.
very hot and capable and strong-willed lady, and he's really into that. Let's just say less. But then he notices to like help him, fix up this house to maybe turn into a bed and breakfast. But then he starts to notice that something's a little off about this town. This town, everyone seems to not understand any sort of normal human interactions, and they all dress and act like they're from a drama from 2010. Very strange, but they're all very friendly, but sometimes eerily so. There's also this cat that he swears has a snake's tail sometimes, but when he looks at it again, it's just a normal cat. And it's really freaking him out. So he calls up his best buddy to try to like get help with dealing with these weird humans and why this really nice carpenter doesn't like him and just seems exhausted by being around him at all times, because she's exhausted keeping the secret of the town from him at all times, and also trying to convince him to leave so that their town can continue to exist peacefully. And his funky fresh friend comes to town and is immediately charmed by all of these very
Played
wacky
by
people.
Kim Rae-won.
Okay, by Kim Rae-won.
Lee Da-hee is the main female lead.
Yeah, Lee Da-hee is the main female lead. And then you also meet Lee Da-hee's adoptive sister, who runs the local antique store, which is the only furniture store and only decor store that anyone uses, and is full of strange antiques, but everyone's house is also full of these strange antiques. There's no televisions except for the one projector at the town hall, and no one uses the internet. It's a very weird little town, disconnected from society. But then you slowly learn that's because it's a town of demons. And Lee Da-hee and her adopted sister are both half demons.
Park Shin-hye.
Park Shin-hye, yes, are attempting to keep, yes, Fluffernutter. Speaking of demon cats, attempting to keep their town safe. But the town immediately adopts these two human men because they're just so delightful. And then they have a bunch of wacky adventures, but not too wacky. This is a slice of life, after all. And he falls in love with her. And because it's also a rom-com. And that's and then integrates into their lovely little demon town.
Some of like the genres and tropes we have A Truck of Doom, we have Enemies to Lovers,
Contract marriage.
Marriage.
It's all going to be worked into there.
Yeah.
Parent death.
It's, I mean, like, by nature, every trope in every genre is probably going to show up at some point.
Yeah.
But those are some of the highlights.
Yeah. It's because it's going to be a true love story to classic K-dramas is the goal of this.
What is the title?
I was trying to think of something with, like, hotel and dramas, but, like, I couldn't think of anything.
Initially, like, my brain went to some sort of play off of that, the village, Aisharia's secret.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, like, something like that, like the...
Goosebumps in my heart. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I mean, we could also, like, I guess, like, make it, like, maybe the hotel's name, or try to do, like, something, like, super classic in K-dramas. Like, King of Dramas would be, like, actually perfect for this, but we can't do that.
No, that's a thing already.
That's already a thing. But, like, something like that, you know, where it's, like, classically K-drama, little, like, off, doesn't really work, but works.
K-Town Hotel. Let's see. Something with demons, maybe.
Yeah.
This is the hardest part. Our ideas never stop coming, but the actual coming up with a good title.
Yeah.
Spirit Hotel. Demon Hotel.
Hotel of the Heart.
Hotel in my heart.
Something that is like bed and breakfast, but it's like demons and donuts or something like that.
Demons, dramas, and another D word, or like Haunted by You.
That's pretty good. If it was a ghost one, that would be perfect.
Haunted Crossroad.
What's like a food or something that starts with a D, like a Korean food that, you know, so it's like demons, dramens, and
the
bucky or something, you know, but like
the like tofu soup. Or what I'm talking about?
Cursed.
Or like what's I wouldn't know off the top of my head, but something that like is like an old Korean food, like that maybe like tied to spirits and
Oh yeah.
Demons, dramas, and delight. Demons, dramas, and devotion. What do we got? What do we got here? D words.
What is that soup called? The rice.
Cursed countryside.
Okay, I wasn't thinking of this one, but the dakgomtang, which is the chicken one.
Cursed country courtship.
Bad.
It's so bad. This is so hard. Like Mystic Mayhem.
Is
That's
it
cute.
Oh, it could be the name of the town too. Mystic Mayhem is also cute.
Oh yeah.
Like something. Oh, I don't know.
I mean, we don't know because we don't speak Korean, but like maybe there's some sort of, play on words that they would use that like, would get translated just into like Demon Village or something in English. But like in Korean, it would sound funny, like because it would have, it sort of sounds like demon, but it's really like a flower or something,
Well, there is like a thing called a jangsung, which is like a ward that people would put at the edge of villages to ward off demons.
I mean, like Demon Hotel or something probably would be what it like literally is.
Yeah.
Like it would be something. So like that could be.
And like it does stand for village guardian.
So that word cute. And then hotel.
Mm-hmm.
The Village Guardian Hotel. Jangsung Hotel.
Yeah. And that would be really good in like English. It would be very classically K-drama.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I like it. It works.
Oh, the posters are going to be so good, aren't they, Natalia?
I am so excited for the posters.
Listen, I'm gonna listen. Let me in the kitchen. Let me in the kitchen over the weekend. I'm gonna cook up something. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun.
But this needs.
I know.
We always do this
every time.
I might
do this to ourselves.
Try to do it for NaNoWriMo. I was thinking about doing NaNoWriMo.
Do it.
That would be so fun.
It'd be fun, at least exercise. This would be good, like a series, like but like what do you call the full series? Not the like series that are like short, like the Suki Stackhouse series, where it's like
yeah.
or even like the what's the name? The Bones is based on it, where like it's the series, but they're not.
M is for murder or whatever.
Yeah, but like they're the series that like you don't. They sometimes tie, but for the most part, you could pick up literally like
any one of
the book 13, and it would be self-contained. Yeah.
It would have its own universe.
Yeah. Chronicle. See that. Or a saga.
Chronicle is one of my favorite English movies. If anyone knows of it, you should maybe check it out. It's a good one. So yeah, I think that's probably gonna do it for this other.
I think
that was a good roll for drama, guys.
Yeah, that was a solid one.
That was a solid roll for drama. We do every time. Every time we do it.
Oh no!
Oh no, Joy!
So we're leaving now.
Oh no, Joy!
You missed such a good one, Joy. Too.
It's so good. Joy, you love
this. Is a good rewatch.
You're gonna want to go
sorry
back
you can't contribute,
and watch this from the beginning, Joy, because this one is right up your alley. Like, Oh no! Oh, that's
It's
actually tragic.
right up everybody's alley. Like,
Yeah, I can't think of a person whose alley this ain't up.
Yeah.
You know?
right? Like, yeah.
Well, I
We've
mean,
got it,
if
like,
someone's
so
only in it for
essentially-
like super scary, it's not going to be
Yeah.
that.
Well,
so.
yeah.
But essentially, it's a supernatural rom-com
Slice
a
of
la
life.
Slice of Life, a la Welcome to Night Vale and Gilmore Girls, plus
Mixed together. Yeah.
every K-drama.
Put our
reference.
cast up one more time really
And,
quickly just
yeah.
for Joy.
Yeah,
Joy-
you have to rewatch.
Joy, prepare yourself for this main cast, Joy.
This will be your teaser to go rewatch it.
It is your jam. It is.
Yeah.
Now, the last thing we have to do before we leave, this is the most important thing, is we have to now replace, I'm sad to say,
Oh, yeah.
we have to replace Lee Joon-gi, and we have to replace Lee Da-hee. The other two get to stay because they're not the main leads. So, yeah, I know, Joy. I know. All right, so who do we want? Let me bring up the list of who's on it again so that we know we're not just naming people.
And I'll try to monitor who we've already used. I need to make a list of
What if
stuff
we had a
already
wild
used.
card that would bring up a list of foreign actors? Yeah. Oh, that would be good.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Because we've
Yeah, we
also
should do
been
that.
thinking about
okay,
trying to
we
do like outside of K-drama. We
Yeah.
just haven't like
We haven't set it
fully
up yet.
solidified that.
There is a plan for the Thai BL universe.
like I think like
okay.
doing a Japanese drama would be fun.
Yeah.
As well.
All right, so here's who's on our list right now. Who are we replacing Lee Da-hee with? This is always the hardest part. Let me pull up the top actors. And then I would like it to be female. Thank you.
Yeah, we would probably do a killer Thai BL. Let's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We will. You know what? Maybe.
Oh, Joy, you're gonna love this episode. So.
Oh, Joy, just listen,
Speaking
Joy.
of IU as a wife.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Joy. I feel like maybe as perhaps don't hold me to this, but maybe as a little Christmas treat, we could do a Thai BL one as a Christmas treat for y'all. We can
Let's
set
think
that
about
up.
it. Yeah.
How about
We have Kim
Jin on
Go-eun.
there? Yeah.
Yeah, we do. Okay.
Yep.
How about Kim Yoo-jung, girl from she's in My Demon coming up with Song Kang.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Okay, I'll write that down. Now for the
Yeah.
fella, didn't someone suggest?
Oh, I like at the very beginning, like
Yeah.
what I think would have been good for like one of the actors was Ruda Kwan. He's the one on God's Quiz and a bunch of different stuff. Only Friends feels like something you guys created in a role for drama.
Like, kind
Wow.
of.
I accept that as a compliment.
Well, that shows. That shows.
Yeah, we could
hot
do
as
crazy.
hell. Yeah. All right, I'm down with Ryu Duck One.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you for coming to another incredible edition of Roll for
This is
Drama.
so much
the
fun.
Spooky edition of Roll for Drama. Thank you for coming. We hope you had a fantastic time, and we're gonna be back soon. Sorry, I'm drifting off because of the light. Actually, I think the sun's behind the trees now. We can come back. So we'll be back next month with another Roll for Drama. I'm sure we'll be back sooner with another live stream. And of course, on Monday, we've got a banger of an episode coming out. So don't forget to like and subscribe to this podcast YouTube channel. Thanks, Joy.
Thanks, Joy.
Thanks, Joy. We're glad you did.
Always so supportive.
Anyway, we'll see you next time. We hope you have a fantastic end of your weekend. And don't forget, episode on Monday. We'll see you soon.
Happy
Bye.
Halloween. Bye.
Bye.